Gym trainer mocked my workout form until he discovered I'm the Olympic coach who trained his hero. I walked into Powerflex Fitness at 6:30 a.m., wearing my old tracksuit and carrying a worn gym bag, looking for a quiet place to maintain my conditioning during a break between Olympic training cycles. The morning crowd was sparse, mostly serious lifters and early commuters trying to squeeze in quick workouts. I approached the squat rack and began my warm-up routine, focusing on the precise form and technique that had helped me train 3 Olympic gold medalists over the past decade. The head trainer, Kyle Brennan, according to his polo shirt, immediately spotted me from across the weight room and made a beeline toward my station. His expression suggested he'd already decided I didn't belong among the serious athletes who frequented his domain during peak hours. "Whoa there, buddy," Kyle announced loudly enough for nearby gym members to hear clearly. "I can see you're struggling with basic form. Those squats are going to destroy your knees if you keep doing them wrong." He positioned himself directly in my line of sight, blocking my access to the mirror while gesturing dramatically at my technique. "Look, I get it. Everyone thinks they know how to lift just because they've watched some YouTube videos. This is serious stuff." His colleague Danny joined the intervention, both trainers now flanking me like concerned medical professionals. "The depth is all wrong. Your back angle is dangerous, and don't even get me started on that grip width," Kyle continued, clearly enjoying his role as the expert educator. "Maybe we should start you off with some basic bodyweight exercises until you learn proper movement patterns." Danny nodded enthusiastically while pulling out his phone to record what he obviously thought would be useful training footage. Kyle's trained state champions, college athletes, even worked with Olympic hopefuls. He knows what he's talking about when it comes to elite level technique. Kyle puffed up with pride while continuing his critique of my form. "See, most people think they can just walk in here and lift heavy weights without understanding the biomechanics involved. Your hip hinge is completely wrong. You're not engaging your core properly, and that foot positioning would make any real coach cringe." Several gym members had stopped their own workouts to watch Kyle's impromptu coaching session, clearly impressed by his technical knowledge. "I've studied under some of the best coaches in the country," Kyle added. "Matter of fact, my biggest inspiration is Sarah Mitchell, the Olympic coach who trained Marcus Thompson to 3 gold medals." The irony was almost too perfect, as Kyle continued explaining proper squat technique while demonstrating what he considered the correct form. "Sarah Mitchell revolutionized strength training for Olympic athletes. Her methods are taught in coaching certification programs worldwide. I've watched every interview, studied her training philosophies, even attended seminars just to learn from her approach." Danny was now actively filming Kyle's demonstration while providing commentary about the importance of learning from certified professionals. "This is exactly what separates real trainers from weekend warriors who think they know better than educated experts," Danny added. Kyle beamed at the praise while continuing his lecture about the difference between amateur lifting and professional athletic training. "If I could train under Sarah Mitchell for just one day, I'd probably learn more than most people figure out in years of trial and error." Kyle's confidence reached its peak when he decided to showcase his credentials to the growing audience of gym members. "You know what? Let me show you some of the advanced techniques I learned from studying Olympic level training programs. These are movements that Sarah Mitchell herself developed for elite athletes." He pulled up videos on his phone, showing clips of Marcus Thompson's training sessions while providing detailed commentary about the sophisticated programming involved. "See that precision? That's the difference between amateur hour and world-class coaching. Every rep has purpose. Every movement is calculated for maximum performance gains." Danny continued recording while Kyle explained the scientific principles behind Olympic level strength training. "This is why people pay premium rates for professional coaching. We understand the methodology that creates champions." My phone buzzed at exactly 6:55 a.m. with a text from Marcus Thompson asking about his training schedule for next week. I smiled and replied that I'd confirm the details after my own workout, then looked up at Kyle, who was still lecturing about Olympic coaching methodologies. "Actually, Kyle, I think there might be some confusion here," I said calmly, pulling up my contact list to show Marcus Thompson's number prominently displayed. "I'm Sarah Mitchell, the Olympic coach you've been talking about. Marcus has been training under me for the past 8 years, and those techniques you're describing are from our sessions together." Kyle's confident expression evaporated instantly as he stared at my phone screen, showing detailed training notes and communication with the 3-time Olympic champion. Danny dropped his phone, understanding that they'd just spent 20 minutes explaining Olympic coaching techniques to the actual Olympic coach who developed them. "I appreciate the enthusiasm for proper form, though," I continued, pulling up photos from the Tokyo Olympics, showing me on the coaching platform with my athletes. "It's always refreshing to meet trainers who are passionate about the technical aspects of strength training, even when they're trying to teach me my own methods." Kyle's face cycled through multiple shades of red while Danny frantically Googled my name, finding hundreds of articles about my coaching achievements. The gym members who'd been watching Kyle's demonstration were now staring at me with growing recognition, some pulling out their phones to capture the moment when a small-town trainer realized he'd been mansplaining to his professional idol. Within hours, video clips of Kyle's coaching lecture had spread across fitness social media, with thousands of comments about the importance of humility in the training profession. Kyle took a week off to recover from the embarrassment while Danny enrolled in an actual coaching certification program. The gym owner offered me a complimentary membership and asked if I'd consider conducting a workshop. Sometimes the best coaching lesson is learning when to listen instead of lecture.